Hi, and welcome everyone to Paranormal Path Points of View. How you doing, Barry?
I'm not bad, thank you. Jack, about yourself?
All right, okay. I wish it stopped raining.
Not today. It's been quite nice today.
Has it? Not here.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I
been
work out.
cold.
In my brains, I don't even notice it.
Yeah, it's just miserable, isn't it? We had a few weeks of sun, didn't we?
Took a
Well,
few days. Yeah,
days. Yeah,
it is strange how Monday was gorgeous and compared to yesterday, two
yeah,
different seasons. Yeah.
yeah. That's right. I was actually cold and nearly had my heating on today.
Oh, it's not easy time of year yet. Wait till November.
No, I felt really cold. I don't know why, but hey ho. So, what you been up to then?
Working, and more working, doing a bit more writing. Up the centre at the moment. Spent a lot of time up here recently. I don't mind. I like helping out here.
Yeah,
And
it's a
yeah,
great
I've got a
place,
few.
though, isn't
It is a great place, yeah. And right now, for people who recognise where I am, I'm actually in the Victorian Saints room.
I like that because the spirit tend to do personal messages in there.
Yeah, yeah. It's a nice little room.
Yeah. So I don't know why, but when I've done sort of the public hosting there, all the rooms we sort of get on, we get the normal spirits coming through, or we keep getting the normal stories. But in that specific room, for some reason, the family things are coming through, and the family
Hmm.
members are there. And it's people who don't sort of mean to come on a ghost hunt,
Yeah,
like, oh, somebody got them a ticket, or oh, it's the first one they could get, and in the
yeah.
end it was a good reason that they were there, sort of thing. And it's really strange. But yeah,
I think as well, 'cause it's a nice little. It's a nice feeling this room as well. It's a nice homely feeling.
yeah, definitely. It is different. Each room is different, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. Especially when
Yeah,
you're on when you lock up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, that's it. Especially if you sort of go around the building on your own,
Yeah,
into the
done that,
attic and things
done that,
like
done
that.
that a few times. I like the attic room actually. Yeah,
Yeah. Now, before we started, you mentioned the attic room,
yeah.
and you were there, and you sort of had a weird experience recently, didn't you?
I did actually. It was last week. It was. I was doing a radio show in the States, and because Neil's kind of let me use this place as a radio room at the moment because my office is upside down. I was actually. I went into the room itself. It's the room, as people won't know who have been here. It's pitch black. So I opened the door, went in, put my side lamp on, and set my laptop on the table. And I
Yeah.
thought, as a backdrop, I use the fireplace as a backdrop, so my back's towards the fireplace. And no issues whatsoever. Got my camera set up, everything's set up nicely. Look round, and those LED little wax candles, one was flickered away on its own. And
That's weird.
I would have noticed that when I went in, especially in such a dark room. Well,
Yeah.
that wasn't the weirdest thing though. I picked up the candle and looked underneath for the switch on the on-off switch. It was in the on-off position.
Oh
So
wow.
I flicked it backwards and forwards a few times, put it back to off, put it back, and then we did it again.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's paranormal, but I've never actually. I've used quite a lot of those candles. I never had that
Yeah.
before.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah,
Weird.
very
You
weird.
know, that's the thing about paranormal. You can get sort of weird experiences. It's not
Oh
all
yeah,
about the flashing lights, is it?
but it's not. I mean, it's not always paranormal. It could be just a. It could be just a fluke. We never know.
Yeah. We don't know. I don't actually call anything paranormal.
No.
You try and work out what it is, but then if you can't explain it, then I don't know.
Or is it abnormal?
Well, yeah. For me, it's normal, isn't it? Because you keep getting weird stuff all the time. It's like, oh yeah, here we go again. So yeah, but yeah, we get some funny things happening. But if anyone's got any questions, or yeah, we're open to questions if you want.
Yep, I'm happy for that.
Yeah. And you
I've got
said you sort of,
I've got a funny feeling. I got a funny feeling someone's behind me. Just to check. I know there's no one there, but you know what feeling you get.
yeah.
I got that just red on the shot. I know there's a mannequin there with a dress on it. I know it's not her.
Oh yeah, that's it. So if there's anyone there, sort of tap Barry on the shoulder, please.
Oh,
Please do. I love it. Keep
Hey,
making Barry.
come forward, ask a question.
Yeah. So I had a surprise. So I went to Southwark Hall, which is near the Talbot Inn in Oundle. So I actually decided to just have a little nosy there because I'm going to go back and investigate there. And I just envisaged that it was just a pub in a village, and I didn't think much of it.
Yeah.
So stunning. Have you ever been?
Some of these pubs are, though, aren't they? I mean, beautiful
But
buildings.
the town itself as well. It's got these beautiful historic buildings from like 1700s. It's got an
Yeah.
old school there as well. And Bruce Dickinson went to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Was he
got a
there that night?
private school there.
Was he there that night?
No, afraid not. I didn't hear him screaming. But yeah, and oh my gosh, it's just such a stunning place. I thought, right, I'll nip there. I'll give myself about half an hour. But no, I didn't really have any time, you know. And when I went in the Talbot as well, they're so helpful. And I
Yeah.
mentioned that I was into the paranormal and they just wanted to talk to us. So it was absolutely brilliant, you know, and they're
That's
so
good, isn't it?
accommodating.
I say there's a lot of places in say like the old buildings, 17th, 16th century buildings. I mean, because of this modern infrastructure going around these days, people forget what's there.
Yeah, that's right. And yeah, and part of the building as well, they've got the old castle. So
Yeah.
they used some of the original castle from 4 miles away, where you get the Mary Queen of Scots, and she had the execution there. So
She won't
part of that
forget that
castle,
also. Yeah.
forms the fabric of the building in Oundle. So it's just such a fascinating place.
I like castles, I must admit.
Yeah, something special about them, isn't there?
There is. I mean, I know we've had history and a lot of it's violent history, but it's, yes, I like churches as well. I'm not religious, but I do like churches. The aesthetics and the actual architecture. I mean, the craftsmanship was going into those buildings.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like York, for example, York Minster. The people actually created, put the foundation stones down for York Minster, never saw it completed.
Wow. But it's
That's how
how
long
they
it took.
build them, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I mean, they're still standing today. Today's modern buildings ain't got last half as long.
No, they haven't got the character, definitely.
They have definitely not.
Not like now.
Everything's boxy and all clinical.
Yeah, definitely nowadays.
Mm.
Yeah, sort of new houses, they haven't got a garden, they've hardly got any land. Just
I know,
squash as many in as possible, don't they?
you're lucky to get a window box these days.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, years ago, every building, every so many houses had to have some greenbelt land. But they're
Yeah.
building houses in back gardens these days, so that's all gone.
Well, yeah, that's right. Because where I used to live, we sort of had a large garden and we sort of backed onto one of the main roads into Nottingham.
Yeah.
And those houses had large gardens. And yeah, they've just built houses in the gardens now.
It's sad, really. I mean, it's not much of a size for young children to be brought up these days. I mean, like parks are disappearing, no play parks are disappearing. There's nothing like we used to have.
Yeah, that's right.
I think we were quite lucky as kids.
We were, but my gosh, we all survived it. But the slides onto the tarmac, and then spinny things onto tarmac.
Oh, I used to love those. Them like carousel things.
Yeah.
And you hold on for dear life, and if you didn't, you let go. You're 22 miles away.
And then you sort of just crash land on the tarmac and smash your face in or something.
Yeah, fall out of a tree, concrete.
Yeah, that's right. Because things were so different, weren't they?
And another thing I remember as well on bicycles, the old metal pedals.
Yeah, they
The sharp teeth. You get shit by a few times by those things. Oh yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah. I think it did put me off cycling because I kept doing that. I don't know how you keep managing it, but you do, don't you?
You do, yeah. I mean,
it gets the wrong place as well.
You miss your pedal, it slips up, and you shin. Ow! A few minutes later, you're back on.
That was painful. It really was.
But we bring back good memories, though, don't they?
Yeah, we did have fun though, didn't we? We did get memories because we did get out and about, and that was a big thing, wasn't it?
Oh, definitely. I mean, as a kid, I wasn't clumsy. I was adventurous. I did get injured quite a few times. I've had more stitches than Frankenstein's monster.
Oh, what you like? I sort of never really got injured apart from knackering my knee once. And
Oh,
that was
scars on
it.
the face, scars here, scars there, scars on the back of my head. I tell you,
Yeah,
more scars than
lovely.
more scars, I don't know what. But every scar tells a story.
That's right.
Yeah,
But you've got memories. You had fun and
yeah.
did stuff, and you're not playing the latest Xbox game, and
I
it's
mean,
all
I,
good, isn't it?
I had a my dad bought me a computer, and it was this old back. It's an Acorn Electron 32K, and it was a basic thing, but I loved it. But I weren't on it a lot. I went to this, as soon as I got back from school, some of my friends came around. The minute I got back in, knocked on my door, it's Bobby coming out to play. Let him have his tea first, and then literally bolt my teeth down straight outside.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah,
outside doing stuff. I mean, I think kids miss that these days.
yeah, that's right. Because when I used to finish school, me and mate just used to walk round, just go
Yeah,
down local park and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah.
And you just got out, didn't you? You didn't want to hang around the house.
Exactly, exactly.
So you just sort of went around the local area, just chatting shit, really. Just as you
and,
do now, don't you?
and the 6 weeks holiday. Gee, at least you had something to do.
Yeah. But that's it. We did. We always found something like. Did you get any scars from the other day when Ames kicked you off a swing and you fell off? That
Yeah, that was from
was
last year.
funny.
That's the location between Pontefract and Doncaster. And the swing, you see what no one's ever noticed though, the size of that swing is
It
absolutely
was
huge.
huge.
It was huge. It was. It was a manor roll we spent a couple of nights in, and this massive swing, massive beam on it. I thought I'm gonna lay on that, and it got comfy. Next thing I got floor. It was funny though.
But she really didn't mean to do it. That was
She,
it.
she did.
It just
Yeah.
looked like she just caught a foot. I don't think she kicked it hard enough.
No, you
You just
can't.
went flying.
Another thing about it is though that swing, you don't realise how slidey it was. It was polished.
Oh, God's sake, what are you
It was
like?
slidey. I got into a good position. I thought I'll be okay like this next time. I went, ow, what a floor. But the place itself is a beautiful little place, but the swing is massive.
Oh,
You
well,
get-
where's that then?
it's between Pontefract and Doncaster. I can't remember the name of it, to be honest with you. I found it by chance, and a place I've always wanted to visit, and it's supposed to be haunted. And
Yeah.
we spent a bit of time there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to show him stuff northern, while she's showing me southern stuff.
That's
So
cool.
yeah,
Southern.
this is to me it's
As
southern.
if Hinckley's southern, for God's sake.
I'm a northerner.
Yeah, but everyone's classed as north of Watford Gap, isn't it?
Everything south of Doncaster is southern.
Yeah, I know. It is different, though, isn't it?
It is. It is. Well, I'll be honest with you. It's taken. I've been here I've lived here now just over a year and a bit. And even
Wow.
though at times it's been difficult, there's some nice places around here.
Yeah.
And I mean, like the centre, I've been made so welcome here, and it's a great place to be. And there's locations. There's that much history around here. You've got the Bosworth battlefield line,
Yeah.
and I love stuff like that.
But they
And
say that's on the wrong hill, don't they?
they say yes, it was encampment, not battlefield.
Right.
We
Yeah.
don't exactly know where the actual battle took place. It's just assumptions.
But I've stood in that circle, so there's a little bit where they've got like flags up and things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've stood in there, and the energy was absolutely crazy. So I don't know what happened there.
There's also a place I'm looking at investigating one night as well in
Right.
Shenton train station.
Ah, awesome.
Yeah, I like the old trains. I do like the old train stations.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up with a railway family anyhow, and I brought up with train stations and trains, so and stuff like that. I thought, yeah, a bit of history there, because I mean, I think the best romantic ghost story involves an old train station. It's got to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many books about it, aren't there?
There is. I've got a few myself.
Yeah.
And
They always
but
leave
now
them at the station to go to war, don't they?
I think not just that, but you imagine when my dad was alive, train stations were manned, and you had the conductors, you had ticket guards and stuff, the porters, all these all these train stations were little communities. They're greeting people from different areas and people coming back and to and from work, like I said, to war and stuff in the old days.
Yeah.
And but now they're all cardboard stations, I'd like to call them. It's like Pontefract, where I'm from originally. You've got 3 train stations. You've got Bag Hill, the oldest one. You've got Monk Hill, near about 5 minutes walk from the castle. and you've also got Tanshelf, which is a modern one.
Wow. Okay.
And it's such a small town. Pontefract's got 3 train stations. I mean,
That's mad.
yeah, all different lines. There's a Gull line, Leeds line, York line.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I won't stand a chance getting a train there then.
But if you tell you what, if you go in York, if you end up York, you'll end up going to Bag Hill train station.
Right.
That's where sometimes my dad used to work, and that one is reputed to be haunted as well. But if you go from Leeds, for example, you'll end up going to probably Tanshelf,
Right.
which is the one near the castle.
Mm.
And that one is good for EVPs because it's on the Monk Hill area, which I believe was back where the monastery was set. Obviously, the name of Monk Hill.
Right.
And because it's quite set back a little bit, the people have heard they've rumours about voices and not chanting or singing, but they know it's voices, but can't quite work out what they're saying.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. So if you're into Pontefract and you want a free ghost hunt, Monk Hill train station.
Well, I need to sort it because obviously a lot of us are going to Pontefract soon.
Yes, we are, aren't we? Yes.
When is it? September?
October.
Isn't it?
October.
October.
October, yeah.
Oh, is
Sure,
it?
it's October. Sure, it's October.
Oh, I'm going camping, so I thought it's beginning of September. No, I'm going to York beginning of September. That's it. Yeah, that's October. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to the northern one because that's where I'm from. So
yeah, that's it. But I'm looking forward to sort of Southgate East Drive.
Yeah.
Get to the castle.
Yeah. Get Monk Hill train station. Oh, Pontefract Hospital as well. If you go to Pontefract Hospital, the front of it, you can get permission of Wakefield Council. Downstairs, the front bit of the hospital, not the old modern bit of the back, but the old area, which is now closed. There's the Hermitage down below it.
Oh.
Yeah, and you can actually get permission of Wakefield Council to go down there. And there's actually skeletons engraved into the old stonework.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do, Wes. You have to come back in October.
Oh, definitely.
It's a beautiful time of year. It's quite cold.
Not.
Not as cold as Canada, though. Yeah. It's so cool to see you in October, but we'll be there.
Yeah, Pontefract, Kingscroft Hotel.
I'll get you some warm beer again.
And don't forget he likes the Galaxy chocolate as well.
All right, I missed that
You love the Galaxy chocolate, yeah. We supplied him with chocolate.
Oh, I didn't know that. I missed it. I got some beer, but we didn't have anywhere to chill it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit of a nightmare, to be fair. But but yeah, it's great seeing you, Wes. And I actually wore my T-shirt the other night. So I went to a place, mentioned it at the beginning, called Southwark Hall. Oh, minstrels, yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair. So I wore your top an investigation the other night. So yeah.
You find your Jack, I've got a question. Did you find your badge?
Yeah, I found it.
Where was it?
I took it off in the kitchen so I could wash the top.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, I know. Because if I'd have lost it at the Robin Hood, I'd never see it again because that place is now shut down, and that's that.
Yes, unfortunately, I've heard about that story.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool top though. Thanks for giving us the top. It's brilliant. Yeah, and sort of got because it was that sort of warm at the weekend as well.
Yeah.
Like I just got my shirt on and I got my hoodie on for a bit. So yeah, so everyone could see what it was. So yeah. Bit of advertising there for you, Wes.
Sunday, Monday was really warm.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we love it, don't we? You know. I hope you settled down okay since you've got back. But yeah, it's so cool seeing you. It's Are You Haunted is speaking, aren't they? Up the Pontefract one.
Yes.
Yeah. So that'd be a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, nice location actually. And there's a few bit of mystery around there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My old stomping ground.
Yeah. You have to do a tour. You have to do a tour on the Friday.
I'll tell you what, the way station Featherstone, where I'm from originally, is about 2 miles from Pontefract. It's walking distance. It's probably about 15 minutes walk. And it's not what it used to be.
Oh wow, Wes. Oh, bless you. I have to get us a hoodie.
I'll have one as well, please.
Oh, you need 2 suitcases then, Wes, if you're coming over.
Go get some chocolate. We'll supply you with chocolate.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, we'll get you. And I just hope that my book's going to be out sometime this year.
It will
We'll
be.
see. Yeah.
I'll give you a bit of advice with your book, Jacqueline. No, but like mine, don't rush it. Don't feel you got to get it out for by certain. Don't give yourself a deadline.
Yeah. No, it's kind of done. It's with the publisher, but just going through it at the minute. So, yeah. So it's out when it's out, really, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, I'm doing my second one at the moment, and it's all there ready. You just got to format it and put it together.
Oh, wow, really? That's good.
Yeah. Plus, I've got other bits as well all up here. So my memory's like a sieve.
Yeah.
I always go on tangents and I write notes down left, right to send where to put my notes and stuff like that. And I'll have to add this onto it, change that. But my second book's going to be slightly different to my first book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I think when you first write a book, it is scary because you don't know how you're going to fill all those words up.
It's
So
not just that.
you've got a certain number of words anyway.
Yeah.
And I was writing a lot of historical stuff because I thought, well, how the hell am I going to write?
Yeah.
I think I was after about 60,000 words, to be fair. And then you just start and you just go off on it. Oh, bless you.
Minstrel dealer.
I'll have to get some minstrels then if you come in. Definitely.
Yeah, they'll become addicted.
Oh, well, yeah. Loads of minstrels for you.
Yeah, Galaxy Minstrels for Galaxy Caramel.
Well. So if you got any questions for me and Barry, please ask them. So we've both been doing it for quite a while, haven't we, really, this investigation lot?
We have. I was talking about this to somebody the other day. I mean, I've done this for God knows how long now. I mean, I've never really found anything credible I could call evidence because you tend to find you're experiencing it when you're not ready for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't believe it doesn't happen just on tap. It's not like a drink. It's not like you can just order it. It doesn't work like that. A lot of these that's what bugs me about these TV shows. I mean, it happens just it's like you're off camera or they capture something every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way. I mean, I've tried other gadgets and stuff. I've tried the cameras and stuff, which doesn't work for me. I mean, am I doing it wrong? Am I a crap investigator? Am I doing something right? I don't know.
We don't, and we won't know either.
No, that's it.
And I've just got some great gadgets from the Paramate.
Yeah.
From Andy Guy, and I'm loving them. And they have actually been activated at each of the. I've been to like 3 locations since.
Yeah, Aim's got a few.
One of them measures temperature.
Yeah.
And it, if it's a big fluctuation, it will either go red for warm or blue for cold.
I've seen those.
The light will come on, and it is doing it. It's the kit's out there. You keep it away from people. Keep it away from any reason why it would get hot or cold quickly.
Yeah.
And you just put it there. And if there's somebody there who said, "Oh, I'm feeling cold," and then all of a sudden the light goes on to show blue.
Yeah.
Temperature fluctuation and it's colder, then it's great that it backs things up.
Definitely. I mean, okay, I've got a question for you, Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Out of all the gadgets you've had over the years, or things you've actually come across, what has been your most item you don't want to use, or you're not impressed by it?
Well, it's because I'm shit at using them dowsing rods.
No,
I'm not good at using them. If I could use them, it'd be great.
The most simple item out there.
I can't use them. Well, I have managed. When I first tried, they're like helicopters and nearly took my eye out, so I went spinning. So you're holding them, they're spilling towards my eyes, so I wasn't happy. But then by the time I learned to hold them right, they were fine.
Yeah, that's it. A lot of people don't realise. Your hands tend to drop, and that's when we start to move.
You've got to be relaxed.
I have got a quite good steady grip anyhow. I'm quite steady on my grip, and get it just right. The ones with the hinges are better with the like the sleeve, so rather than just the close angle effect. But you tend to find. Have you seen my dowsing box now? Have you seen my dowsing box?
I've seen pictures. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
now
you use it.
that I've used in a few locations. I've used it in Grizzly Old Hall, a few other places. I've also used it up here at the centre as well, and it gets a good response.
That's
And it's
brilliant.
also a 2-in-1 item as well. I haven't got it with me tonight, but basically it's a brass and copper chest,
Yeah,
and to describe it to people. And inside it, I've created like a wire section with copper wire, because we all know brass and copper are best conductors.
yeah,
Now, the thing is, I've used old bullet casings as well. And what these little bullet casings are, 5mm bullet casings, they actually sit with the doors, with the lids shut, stick with dowsing rods in, they sit in there. And it's like with dowsing is normally a single person usage, but more
yeah.
than one person can use this. And it does actually work. But not just that, but I've also, it's a divination box as well. You put something inside it and see if people could pick up on it. And what
Oh,
I put in last time I used it is a genuine musket ball,
wow.
and see if people pick up on it. And I tell you what, the responses are quite impressive. And it's the first ever. No one's ever made one of it. I'm quite pleased with it, because I was
That's
very dubious about how it'd be received. But because it's unique and different, I think that's why people like it.
I had a weird experience the other day because there's a group of us and somebody put something in a box and we tried to pick up what was in there.
Yeah,
And we all got different things, went round the table, sort of said what we got. And I'd kind of got a box and it got curved edges and I got a key as well.
yeah,
And no, that wasn't what was in the box. But then right at the end of the night, you're in a room, it's dark, it was a bedroom, and I got my torch out just to pick up one of my gadgets which was on the side. And I saw the key, which I'd seen in my mind's eye.
yeah.
Then I saw the box next door to it. So it's like, well, I've seen these two items, and the box is a bit weird. I've actually posted photos on my page as well.
Yeah, I'll look at that later.
It's not, your box. It's like usually quite square edge, but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
curved. So I don't know why I saw it. I saw it the right color and everything, and it's really weird.
Ah,
So I don't know, and yeah, I did pick up quite a few things, which I was quite happy about.
that's good. That see,
It's
powers
a bit
getting
stress
more.
recently, so my mediumship has been shy, but now, yeah,
Again,
hopefully I can start picking things up again, because what I do like doing sort of on events, like if I pick up something, I'll say it then if people have got rods, which I
yeah,
think
yeah.
are fantastic, cool if tool if you can actually hold them, like me. And like if they're getting the responses, and
Yeah.
I love it, and it's great. So we've got UK Paranormal Search. I'm boring. I don't use gadgets. Them noisy ones give me a headache. Love just waiting for strange sounds. And yeah, and gadgets get on my wick sometimes.
I think as well, if they're not used properly, it's not just that as well. You tend to find a lot of people nowadays expect it to do the work for them. It's the tool you use is meant to assist you, not do all the work for you. It takes all the fun out of it. I
Yeah,
mean, like old school, like your dowsing rods, your boards, your pendulums. You have a conduit. You have a battery source for it, and I think that's the best way. Gadgets are all very well and good if used properly and used as a secondary backup, not as a main system, because it
yeah,
can't. Because there's nothing on the market these days which is specifically created to detect a ghost or a spirit. Because how can you detect something you don't know the base elements of? It
that's
doesn't work
right.
that way.
Yeah,
So everything's derived from something else.
yeah. It's like the
Yeah,
kit I've got. The new stuff which I got at the Paramate.
yeah,
It's designed to pick up scientific differences.
yeah. That's it. Yes, yeah,
So it can
yeah,
pick. There's one little box which picks up vibration,
yeah,
one different temperature, and I've got three little boxes. One's like changing atmospherics, air
yeah,
pressure,
yeah, yeah,
and basically Andy Guy says like if you've got all these conditions happening,
yeah.
then there's the potential that this is going to tell you that you've got something unexplained may happen.
Yeah, I know, dear. That's it. Because at least that's looking at it scientifically rather than looking for its do
That's
it for you or
right.
something. Yeah,
And
yeah,
it is a flashing light and you know why it's doing it. But
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
like, the spirit tend to get to know it, and it beeps.
yeah.
It was a
It's
bit
like
beeping.
it's like my phone ghost boxes on phones and stuff. I'm not convinced by phones as a guide to paranormal investigation, because even putting a mobile phone on airplane mode, it doesn't stop it, because it still receives a signal. It just suppresses it from getting to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like this, like, strange stomach sounds after a good Mexican meal. The best sound my stomach made was footsteps. It was absolutely fantastic
Your
footsteps.
stomach made footstep sounds.
Yeah, it did, because everyone was in the room said, "Oh, I can hear footsteps." I said, "My stomach." Like, it's a bit
I'm
too
just,
embarrassing, isn't it?
I'm just looking at Wes's comments about his Mexican meal, and he can smell sulphur afterwards.
Oh God, yeah, demon, eh? That's sulphur. We've got a question here from Linda. Thanks for the question. If anyone's got any, please add them. Seen some orbs through the FT app. What could this be? So I'm not quite sure what the FT app is, but if you're looking through a camera and there's a light source, the odds are it could be sort of dust, dander, or something like that. So where you've got a light source in a room, you can actually pick up what people can say are orbs, but it's actually
Yeah,
just a reflection of the light. Oh,
it's not just
FaceTime or Zoom.
yeah,
Right. Okay, because sometimes as well, you if you've got a bright light, you'll get a lens flare on it. So
yeah,
if you
yeah.
like, sometimes if you take a photo into the sun, you'll get a little green light in your picture. But that's
Or
because
offset. I've done it myself. Take pictures like scenery, and you got the
yeah,
sunlight at a certain angle. You get like you'll get like a sliver,
yeah.
and
Or
it's
you'll
not
get
just
a
that as
green
well.
dot or a blue dot or something like that.
That's right, and it's not just that as well. You tend to find with technology these days, the cameras, and they're so sensitive with the lenses. They'll pick even like if I go like that. I'm not dirty, but dust orbs. They get everywhere.
Oh, okay, only natural light.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Plus, yeah, you tend to find with orbs as well. They follow the bugs, for example. They'll follow a
Well,
certain path.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, natural light, if there's nothing bright to reflect on the lens,
No.
I'd question whether you saw it with your naked eye more than
If
anything.
it supplies its own light source, that's different.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Mm.
I have seen them with my naked eye, and there've been other
Yeah.
witnesses as well.
Yeah.
And that if you see if you can see lights with your
Yeah.
own eyes, you can't deny it. And if you got somebody next door to you validating that, I don't mean look through a lens of a camera. I
Yeah.
mean
Yeah.
straight from your eyes. And
Yeah.
yeah, it is. And the weirdest lights I've ever seen was with a Ouija board. So we're at Matlock Pavilion, we're using a board, stopped using it, just left it outside. And all of a sudden, these like beautiful lights just floating above the board. And they're all multicolored and they're so gorgeous, all glittery and everything. And I thought, well, that's weird. You know, you sort of look at it, you blink and everything, and they're still doing it.
Yeah.
And I guess like maybe I was seeing energy with
You
that.
never know, do you?
You know, maybe,
Yeah.
and I've mentioned this before, and somebody else said, "Yeah, I've seen that." And I don't know why I was showing it, but oh my God, it's so beautiful. Just all these little glittery lights above a board. It's like, yeah, it's like glitter, you know, but obviously it wasn't. And
Will-o'
it's just
wisps type things. Yeah.
incredible. I don't know then. It's interesting. But if you just ask questions as to sort of, you know, like Israelite source causing it, or
That's
you
right.
just
Because I mean,
try and
there's
rule out
no.
everything you can think.
That's right. There's no wrong and right answer to this, because I mean, we weren't there. You were there. We can't say it was this or wasn't that, because having a third person's perspective towards it, we can give our thoughts and ideas towards it, but not a conclusion to what it could be.
Yeah, that's it. You know, you just don't know. And, you know, in your mind's eye, you've just got to kind of ask a series of questions.
Yeah.
And if all of them you can't say what it is, then you might have captured something, and
You
that's
never
it.
know. That's it. That's it. I mean, 9 out of 10 times, it's probably natural or just a fluke, but that one time you could get that conclusion.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what you have on your phone, stop interruption, still working.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. So yeah, you don't know, but you've just got to know your tools, haven't you? And that's
The only way to stop a phone picking up a signal is turn it off altogether.
Yeah, that's right. Admittedly, I do have mine on. I do take photos. I don't have them on where there's K2s. I don't. You see, if you got a phone right near a K2, okay, it goes up to amber and down again.
Yeah.
And you kind of see the movement. You see how it works. And it's all about understanding how it works with, if you've got the phone there, how that works with that.
Electrical cables as well, lighting systems. And even I've got a couple of Eclipse watches and a couple of watches I've got at home. The actual lume on my dial makes it glow. They actually set to K2s off.
Yeah, that's it. There's so many things now, aren't there?
Yeah, there is.
And walkie-talkies as well. My God, like how many people have been on an investigation and the REM pod's going off? Someone's got a walkie-talkie right near it.
Roger. I pick a taxi up.
It's there, isn't it? And you've just got to check what electrical stuff you've got and just ask questions all the time. I do.
That's it.
Where's the pet peeve is people using EMF detecting equipment around active Wi-Fi or cellular services, and I know.
And everyone's carrying. It's not just that as well. Don't forget, most people now wear a smartwatch as well. So they've got a Bluetooth connection between that and the phone. And they're walking on with K2s in the same hand.
That's it. So don't you think these phone apps know your location and can influence the voices that come through them?
I don't think locations will, but I mean, when it comes to sound banks and that, I mean, it's like any radio system, it can pick up any words from anywhere.
That's right. I do sometimes use Spirit Talker. I don't say that everything coming through is paranormal. I'm saying you've got a word bank in there, it's coming out with random names. If somebody says there's a man there, just as if it's flashing on man on the screen at the same time, and that comes out just before they speak, because obviously phones have listening devices as well, don't they? They've got everything now. So you just got to rule everything out. Like I have got one phone which hasn't got internet anymore. It's got no SIM card in it. I'll sometimes use that because then I can't imagine that it would know the location. I don't know. I don't know how it works totally. It's got no SIM in it, so I'm not sure.
But then again, it can still receive a signal. You can actually still call emergency services without a SIM card in it.
Well, if you haven't got Wi-Fi,
if you don't want to, a lot of phones are embedded now, even the old ones. Yeah, because still record emergency services.
Can't you?
Yeah.
There you go. Don't forget some phones take photos in the dark of your face, and cameras pick that up as well. And the thing is about the phones now, they're not very good evidence for photography, because now you've got the night vision and they take a few seconds, and you're getting great shots now of people moving. So you've got a lot of motion blur in these photos. So you hold, you hold this for seconds.
Yeah.
And someone moves, that's it. You've got motion blur.
And it's not just that as well. I mean,
on sites.
Yeah.
I've got my boy.
It depends what phone you use as well, because I use a Pixel, and I tell you what, it's got AI on it, and the camera is phenomenal, which is a bit too scary because how do you know what you're taking a picture of is actually genuine without it being enhanced by your phone?
Yeah, that's right, because apparently the Galaxy S23, if you try and take a photo of the moon, it's actually using AI.
It's already there. Yeah, it's like mine's embedded with AI as well.
You know it's happening.
Yeah.
So, mate. Where's with his vibrators?
I won't ask how we found that out.
Oh, dear. How many times have you been on an invest and your walkie-talkies picking up the taxis?
I don't use walkie-talkies.
I don't tend to use them, but I have got a
Oh,
funny story because I used to run a pub, and across the road was the Rock pub, and next to it was a pub where a lot of Chinese people went,
yeah.
and they did karaoke there. So
Chinese karaoke.
one day in the Rock pub, the
Bit of rock and
microphones
roll,
in the
bit of rock and
Rock pub
roll.
picked up the karaoke from the bar next door.
God.
So yeah,
So Chinese karaoke,
yeah.
rock and roll.
So yeah, that was quite yeah. So you don't quite know what the walkie-talkies are picking up, and yeah,
Oh, they can pick. I use walkie-talkies at work, and we'll pick everything up and nothing. It's like a police helicopter flies over, you pick something up.
yeah, film cameras, yeah, I know, but it's just getting them developed, isn't it? Like I'm shocking at taking photos. Like I went out the other day and yeah, slammed them all on Facebook. Like 45 photos. There you go. I used to go on holiday and take 20 films.
I
Yeah,
remember those days. Yeah, you used to take them, send them to Max Spielman or somewhere. A week later, get half your photographs back, half for blurry, half for somebody
yeah, I
else's.
know. Especially like my first camera was through. Oh god, you had to like manually like focus it. You had to do a light meter on it. Press for light
I don't,
meter.
I don't mean, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
And it's not just
Yeah,
that. You can still, in paranormal terms, 35mm is still good.
yeah.
I mean, if you're getting something captured on your film, on your camera, at 35mm, it'd be something negative as well. That's double backup.
That's right. Yeah.
They're brilliant for that. Digital cameras are good, brilliant in some respects, but they can't be trusted for credible evidence.
He likes his galaxy.
I know.
Oh, we'll just have
You
to get
can't, you
you
can't, Wes, you
goodie
can't take
box.
this Galaxy, though.
We'll have to if we're still coming October, then we'll have to get him a goodie box, won't we?
As long as it's Galaxy, he'll be happy.
And minstrels. Yeah.
Because when the Power Meet South, we Alti Magazine stall, they always have a sweet box, don't they? A little chocolate tub.
About
And
free clubs, yeah.
yeah, and I went to nicked out Galaxies for him.
All right. Well, I'll do that then. So yeah, that'd be the first visit then. Nip to the store and get some galaxies. Definitely. It's worth a wait. I like using analog on investigations because digital can be messed with more.
Yeah.
I use a HIB 35mm Sony
Yeah.
Handycam. Oh god, yeah.
Oh, Sony's are brilliant.
I used to have a Sony Handycam. I
I've
really did.
still got one. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to love mine.
And another thing as well I like to use as well, old three band radios. Long
Yeah,
wave, medium wave, short wave.
I don't know. I don't know what
Chocolate
that
what?
is.
Oh, chocolate what?
I have no idea, Wes.
I know what a club is.
Oh, a club, yeah.
Is it a club or a chub?
It could be the way that StreamYard's picking up our words.
Yeah, I do like
It
the.
could be translating them into something random.
I remember the advert. If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our club.
And they are nice as well, aren't they?
Yeah, mint flavoured,
There we
orange
go.
flavoured, minty ones.
It's because it's northern Wes, that's why.
I'm a well northerner.
Yeah, it's so great seeing Wes. So if you got any other questions, but I'm not actually going anywhere this weekend. It's awful, isn't it?
We are. I believe, yes, we are going away this weekend. The Fawn Workhouse near Doncaster.
Awesome.
Milestone. Another stomping ground of mine.
It sounds a great place. It really does.
This is a good place, actually, because I originally went.
Oh, no. Sorry, Wes has put me off. We'll get to that comment in a minute. I have 8 of them. I have digital, but go Handycam every time. I also use tape voice recorders, and I've got my granddad's old dictaphone tape.
I've still got a Walkman which records as well.
The worst thing is, like, that dictaphone, like, you used to use it back in the day, and you've got slow speed and normal, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you can get twice as much on a tape. But the tapes cost about $5.50 each, for God's sake.
A little tape that big.
I don't know. But yeah.
Have you heard though? Tape's coming back.
Is it?
They're getting back, yeah.
Wesley's naughty, isn't he? Oh, dear. Oh God, I'm not doing soap on a rope either, are we?
Oh dear. Oh dear. They spent too much time behind bars.
Yeah, I think he does. But yeah, I'm just I thought I might go for a drive somewhere, see what's around. But
somewhere different.
Yeah, because I don't know of any like outside places here because I am right near two town centres. But there's a lot of parks and they've got historical buildings in, and I want to go to Welbeck Abbey. Got a friend who works there.
Any train stations near you? Old train stations?
Don't know. There's Loughborough. There's a Grand Central railway station.
Yeah, I'm thinking more of a side, like a not main line as such, more of like a sideline.
This is a museum. Yeah, it's a museum sort of. It's got 3 train stations, roughly. Oh dear. Yeah, so it's Loughborough, Rowfleet, and somewhere out. Quorn, I think.
Quorn? That herbal food stuff?
Yeah, that's it. That stuff I don't eat. Yeah.
That poisoned me, that stuff did. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, bless you. But yeah, so I've actually investigated one of those stations. It was a brilliant experience.
Train stations. There's something special about train stations.
Yeah, it was with a team called Dark Soul, and they're now called part of that group, are now called Spirit. And they were down there one night, and Dave actually got a photo at the station of it. Looks like a figure in the background.
That's good.
So it's one of the best sort of paranormal, if you can call it. Like we can't debunk it. Yeah, it's one of the best photos I've seen.
That's good. I'll say one photograph. All these years for one photograph. It'd be worth it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because I've got one at Warwick Castle, and I don't know if it's how the lights come across. So basically, I was in a room. It was roped off. There are 13 of us on this investigation. First time I met Gary Fields there. And there's a red rope, so you're not allowed to go past that rope. Then you've got this room laid out and some figures there as well. And I took 3 photos. I was the last in the room. It was daylight. I didn't use a flash. You can see it on the EXIF data. My first photo is slightly blurred. And the next photo is sharper. And the third photo is even sharper, which is... And the third one, there seems to be something in the background, and it looks like a waiter. A servant, a butler, sort of with a jacket on.
Yeah.
And
shows that penguin.
Yeah. Right at the back of the photo, and it's like, well, I wanted to know. There's bookcase. So I wanted to know if the bookcase had glass over it.
Yeah.
So last time I went to Warwick, I found the case had glass over it, so reflection. But ultimately, I was the last in the room.
Yeah.
There was no one in front of me. I don't know. I moved slightly between the 3 photos. You know what I mean? You don't hold your camera 100% in the same place, do you?
I'm sure is that. Yeah, unless you're sat on a tripod, it moves a little bit.
Yeah, so I don't know, and it's an intrigue. I was excited when I saw it, and he's still trying to debunk it. I'm not saying it's paranormal, but
yeah, interesting.
Oh
though.
yeah. So Elena's son Barry, he's absolutely amazing, and he's really into ghost hunting, and he can speak to them as well. So
and you don't have to spend a lot of money on it either.
no, that's it. He doesn't need a voice recorder. He's always chatting to them, isn't he? Oh, okay. Yeah, and that's it. You know, Helena and Bowie, they see everyone in the house,
Yeah.
and her spirit guides are there, who are absolutely amazing. I won't mention who they are, but she's got some really cool spirit guides, and yeah, and what Bowie gets, I've seen footage of him talking to spirit as well, so it's so cute. So yeah, that is incredible. Oh, bless you. Oh, it's all right. It's not going on to Things Network, so we're okay. So if it was going over to Things, I'd be a bit concerned about a language, so I'm not bothered. It's on my page and it's on YouTube, so it's all good.
Yeah.
So quite happy with that. But yeah, if it was on Things, I'd be more careful. But yeah, I can swear on this one. It's all right. So yeah, can have a laugh. It's all good. He goes, Mum, you talk and see them. I talk to them and see them. You have a recorder. I need one. Oh, that's so sweet. 4 years old.
Oh.
No, you haven't. You haven't swore. No, not at all. I have. And I guess your words are open to interpretation.
What did you say in the air? I can't remember what you said.
Well, vibrator and
That's a swear word. That's not a swear word.
a chocolate chub.
That's
Another fish.
must be a club.
A club, yeah.
Club.
Yeah. So where's what's the most haunted experience you've had recently then?
Recently, apart from upstairs, in that the candle going off, and I had the same room a few months back now. Last year it was. I had a little daytime nap in the attic room, and when the chaise was, the little sofa thing was there. I had to sleep on that. We waited till 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, Saturday afternoon. So myself and Ames were here. Ames was doing sun resin. I thought, I'll have a little half-hour nap or something. So I've been working.
Yeah.
And I went to the attic room, had a little lay down, and the table and chairs, as you know, with the other seances, got a distinctive lean on one of the chairs, creaking, a proper creak. And somebody leaned or sat on it, and then above my head, a proper pop.
Oh my God!
I thought, what the? And I went back to sleep for a bit. You see, nothing. It doesn't bother me up here. I like it. I come with good intentions. That's it. I think as well. I come with good intentions. I know that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And speaking of popping things as well, I've got quite a good knack at it. You know my ear popping thing I can do. Have you seen that?
No.
I can pop them out like that.
Right.
I can do the same with my ears as well.
Go on then. I think that's a bit brave.
Listen, don't ask me how I know I can do it. My son did it a few years back. Well, I said to him, Dad, can you do this? And he did it. But yeah, I can. How did you learn to do that? So I don't know, and I don't know how I did it. It's basically little finger. You hear that?
That was great.
No, ready?
Oh right. Oh God, that's weird. Oh my! I don't know. That's weird. That is.
Yeah, it's a talent.
Yeah.
I can put this on TikTok. I get millions of viewers. Not sure if I do that for a laugh.
Yeah. So Helena's got a ghost called Edward, and it's his birthday. So yeah. Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is it?
Yeah, how old is Edward?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he was airman, wasn't he? So yeah, young airman. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's fascinating. Like, yeah, I know the story about Helena and this airman. So, well, the spirit airman. So yeah, it's just incredible. And that's the thing about paranormal. You just get these really strange stories, and I don't know, they kind of things happen to like back up the stories as well, don't
And
they?
it's not just that, the stranger the better, because you get people come talking, like you'll be the same, Jacqueline. You get people come up to you and say, the first thing they say, this might sound strange, but,
Yeah,
and,
that's right.
and the amount of times people said that to me and said, to be honest with you, in this field, nothing's strange. Nothing sounds strange. Don't be scared about going forward with something what might seem weird to you. But
Uh,
it's,
Edward say, yeah, I got mixed up with Will. That's it.
uh,
Yeah. So he's going to get on with Bowie well, isn't he? Because it's about
really,
4 and 8. You know what I mean?
really.
It's cute, isn't it?
And they always say like-minded souls find each other.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm,
But
mm.
well, I find that in paranormal.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like you sort of find your own people, don't you? You find the
Definitely.
ones who you get on with, and then I don't know, like the paramate, like everyone got on, didn't they? It was just incredible.
I know. There is a theory, or people do believe that people we know in this life we know in their previous life.
Yeah.
So do you think we did parameets in previous lives?
Well, I sort of blame Phil Newton for killing me in a previous life.
Yeah. Ah.
So he was, oh god, he wore armor and had carried a sword.
Yeah.
And I one of my past lives in 1200s was actually killed when Richard Richard the Crusader came back to Nottingham Castle to
Yep.
reclaim it from the king,
Yep.
the
Yep.
guy who said he was a king because he thought the previous king had gone.
Yep.
And they came in, swiping the swords and chopped my head off. And
That's
that's how
nice.
I died in that particular life, apparently.
Oh.
And I kind of think that Phil Newton was had the sword.
So you've got a grudge.
But no, it's because like he was a soldier about that time, and it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah. But they
So
say, you always say with traits and things from previous lives, they say whatever skills and things I've had in previous lives, we've been into this life. So I must have been a bit hip hop in a previous life.
that's it. Because my also that life, I didn't like fruit. No, I was a fruit seller. That was it.
Yeah.
So I used to sell fruit at Nottingham Castle, and in
That's
this life,
cool.
I don't eat fruit because it makes my fingers sticky. I
Yeah.
don't know. I've always not liked touching fruit because it's horrible. It's all sticky, and
Is it
yet
just
if I
certain? Is it certain fruits or all fruits?
I don't touch fruit. I have it in alcohol, but I won't. It's because you have to hold it, and it gets your hands horrible and sticky.
Yeah. Not if you're like a fruit salad, not a fruit salad or anything like that, or an
Well,
apple
that's
or a
in a
pear.
dish, isn't it? You're not.
Yeah.
It's anything you hold, isn't it? I can't be. No, and it's a really weird. Like, it's kind of not quite a phobia. It's something I dislike strongly. You
Hmm.
know, that's why I don't eat fruit. Like something like a peach, what's dribbling down your hand or something. Eesh, can't think of anything worse.
Well, there
So
is something I don't like. I don't like sponges. You know, the yellow ones you wash cars with, the squeezy
right,
ones. Not proper sea sponge, but the artificial sponge. I don't like because give it heebie-jeebies. I
and
don't know
you
why.
don't know why.
I don't know why. No,
Is it because of squeak? You know when you
no,
use them,
no.
it's got
Because
squeak
the
sound.
big yellow things you get from
Yeah,
big yellow ones you get from the shops, like
yeah.
for you washing your Alfords or
Oh
whatever,
yeah,
washing
I
your car.
get you. But
Those, I just
they squeak
even
as
now,
well, though, don't
ugh,
they? They
ugh,
make
just
that sound
it's not.
against the metal, don't they?
I don't mind a squeak. I don't mind a squeaky bit. It's the texture of the feel of it. Ooh, yeah.
Arguing about stuff that happened in the past lives.
Yeah.
Oh my god, here we go
Yeah.
again. Oh, Wes.
He's a character. Yeah, sponges washing cars, man. It's nothing else.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. I used to do that with my new car all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I must admit, I'll use a chamois leather by all means, but not these sponge things. Oh no, I'd have used an old t-shirt.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and yeah, is it just irrational fear and you don't know why?
I don't know. I'm not scared of them. I just don't like them. I
Don't
just
like them.
no the
Yeah,
texture of them.
it's a weird one, isn't it? And yeah, you've got likes and dislikes. It's question is it from a past life or what?
Did we have sponges in past lives? Washing. I don't think we had cars to wash.
Well, I don't know because it depends when your past life was.
Unless I wash my horse.
Yeah, yeah, you could have done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not euphemism either.
God's sake. I don't like many people. I hated people in the past life. Bless you.
That carries better true to a lot of people these days as well.
Oh yeah.
It's, people in general spoil this planet.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, I've just booked to go to Skegness again.
Giggy Vegas, eh?
I'm going to the village again,
Oh yeah,
Church Farm.
yeah. I've been there. Yeah, remember it.
Yeah, it's just it's got a lovely thatched cottage, which looks lovely from the outside, doesn't it?
Yes.
And then you've got like a farmhouse there as well, and some of the buildings were actually, oh for God's sake, some of the buildings were actually moved from another location.
What's he said now?
I'm going to have a vendor's table at a pyramid selling haunted sponges.
Hey,
that would be an interesting one then. Ghost sponges.
someone would buy him as well.
Yeah, go on. Ghost sponges.
Yeah. Sponge in a bottle. Yeah.
Sponge in a bottle.
I'm sponge in a bottle. Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You won't get it out.
That's your point of it. You can't escape it, can it?
Yeah, washing your horse, you dirty boy.
I told you a euphemism.
I've got a dog snoring now, so excuse that. It's not me, it's him. Oops. Yeah, he is. Bless him. Yeah, definitely. All them sponges on that. Unless you spill your galaxy everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm starting to look at going to locations. Soon my brother will have the boys. Oh. Yeah, I bet you've got some incredible ones around there because you're sort of Norfolk direction, aren't you? So you've got a lot of churches, interesting churches around Norfolk. There's a lot of churches and a lot of the villages around there, aren't there? Because it's so flat, you see them for miles.
No, it's funny, all churches on pagan sites.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, ley lines and things like that. It's interesting,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah, but there are so many in Norfolk. I don't know why, because the villages, some of the villages are really small. They've got a church. And I don't know. Oh God, dry sponge and cat balls. Bless you. Galaxy needs, oh God, shit.
He's obsessed. He's obsessed with it.
I'm going to Google that in a bit, I think.
I'd be careful. I'd be careful what comes in your search history.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I'll Google it after. But I think I know.
Yeah. Do it on somebody else's phone.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. That's true. But yeah, yeah, I've not got many places booked. I don't know.
Yeah, I've got things I want to do. But been busy at the moment, work and stuff, and things I want to do. Yeah. Yeah, finding new locations, new things to do, and new methods, creating new devices.
Yeah, that's it. At least you're creative on that way.
Yeah.
Love living here. You can go anywhere, find a church. Some of them redundant, so open all the time. Yeah, it's kind of sad, isn't it? Because
Oh,
they're
well,
like set up.
yeah.
You had to respect them, but
Yeah.
now if they're just there, and I went on holiday a couple of years ago, and I found so many like empty churches to visit, and they've got like there's one like you used sat nav to get there, and I ended up parking on someone's lawn, I think. It had a wall and then some nice grass, because I just went down because I was just guessing with the sat nav, and then the church had got all this bramble round it,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh my gosh, the roof had gone, and it had just been, the nature had just taken it back.
I went to one a couple of weeks back up near Gresley, and
Oh,
a
okay.
church. Yeah, and it's a historic church, but it's no longer it's actually no longer a church. But the actual grounds are still used for burials. It's run
Ooh,
by volunteers. Yeah, a nice little church it was actually. Complete. You can't get inside it or anything. It's a pity,
that's a
but
shame.
it's all complete and that. But it's actually stated no longer was a church. I feel it called St Mary's. Sure, it was up near Gresley, going towards Gresley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice little
because
place.
it's a nice one in Leicester, so I did ghost hunt there,
Yeah,
and there's a church there, and it's an area where there's a lot of old buildings, but just outside that area, it's proper Leicester, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
You've got the flats, and I don't think you'd walk around at night on your own.
Oh, I
It's
forgot. It's not St Mary's. The one I went to St Mary's the other day, and in Nuneaton, and it's actually an old priory, and it got knocked down by Henry VIII, but we built the modern
oh,
church. We built the church within it.
oh,
Yeah,
sounds cool.
that's supposed to be haunted.
Yeah. Well, this church I went to, Belgrave, that's it. Belgrave. There's a little area, it's got a museum and things like that, and they've got a church and it's got a graveyard around it. It's for
Yeah, yeah,
sale.
yeah.
And it's like, wow, I'd love to buy that.
Have they removed all the bodies, or the grave's still there?
The graves are still there. So you'd have a church surrounded by, but I guess your garden would be open to the public, wouldn't it?
Well, I guess so, because I mean, not just that, your neighbours will be quiet at least. But
Well, the ones the other side are having a party, but
and if you want to grow stuff, you got to be careful where you dig up. I mean, dig a few potatoes up. Oh, got school.
that's a bit grim. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's poor Yorick.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a fascinating. Yeah, when you go on a church, a ghost hunt, and there's like a graveyard right near it and a church, you have to look round, don't you?
Right, graves. I mean, I do like graveyards.
I
The
do.
old ones.
Fascinating.
Each stone tells a story.
That's it. And you find a lot with the halls, like I went to Southwark Hall, if you pronounce it like that, because I've been told off for how I pronounce it. Yes, yeah, it's one of them. And there's a church right next door to it. And, some of the family like to contribute, and they would have gone to a church. It's like Annesley Hall, there's a church next door to it.
Yeah,
And a
yes,
lot of
yeah.
the big Australia Hall, they've got a church. And it's amazing how many, you've got the affluent families, and for some reason they've got a church next to them. And, a
Yeah.
lot of the family are in the graveyards, aren't they? So
Oh,
you investigate a place and the family's
yeah.
next door.
Here's one for you, then. When I lived in Doncaster, Hyde Park Cemetery is a huge cemetery in Doncaster. It's the biggest municipal graveyard outside London, and it was created when they stopped burying them in the churchyard in the centre. But what it is, there's actually graves in there which actually states the address the person used to live at.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's one of them, King's Road, it was, and I thought, I know where that is. That's nearby where my doctors used to be. Walking down that, the actual house is still there, but it's like now little flats. And it said this person passed away at so and so King's Road, and
That's
the actual address is
incredible.
on it. Yeah, and there's a few of them where it tells you how we perished as well.
Yeah, I've got that in my
Yeah,
churchyard.
yeah,
So the gravestones in my churchyard, there's about 3 different people who did the gravestones,
Yeah,
and they've got the way they've carved, made the inscriptions. It's brilliant. You
yeah,
can
yeah,
that it's really quite ornate, and the
yeah,
words
yeah.
as well, they're fantastic. And one of them says that the person died by the Times mail coach.
Ooh.
So in
Mm.
those days, they would have known what that was.
No, yeah,
That would
like
have been,
yeah.
that probably a daily thing or something like that, and people knew what that was, and that was significant. And to us, it's like, what the hell's that?
Yeah.
But to them, it's like,
To me, we'd say mail coach is basically a horse and cart putting towards
yeah,
letters. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and it's just fascinating that that moment is like trapped in time, isn't it, from the 1800s?
I've got a story for you as well. When my grandparents were alive, they lived just outside York. And when I used to visit them every weekend, I used to be in York every weekend. And when I visited, my grand's house used to have a fireplace in each bedroom. And each fireplace, when she got modernised, you had a fireplace taken out. And we took the hearths out, and there was actually gravestones. Yeah.
Wow.
What we did in them days, because like you just mentioned, everything was handcrafted. If you made a
Yeah.
mistake or used for training, we used recycling, we used them again, turn them around.
Oh, wow.
In my nan's house, there was actually the hearths with gravestones. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, and here lies John Smith behind the fireplace. What? But no, that's because if they used them rather than just throw them away, they utilised them again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it?
I mean, the force recycling on people these days, but it was done. They didn't naturally, then they didn't even think about it.
Well, it was natural recycling.
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't have
Yeah,
plastic, they used paper bags for everything.
exactly.
And, they didn't have, oh, hello, Gary. How you doing?
Yeah, right.
I've just mentioned that I'm going to Skegness, so if anyone wants tickets, if you look at East Anglia Paranormal, it's on in July. I need to sort out accommodation yet. But yeah, so I'm going to Skeggy to
Greggy,
Church Farm with EAPI, so I can't wait. Can't wait
get
to
some,
see you both. It'd be brilliant, Gary.
get stuff
Really
going.
will. Ages since I've seen you. So yeah, really looking forward to that one. I've just booked it, so yeah. I've got great memories of the Para Fest there.
As well, when I went as well, because the reason why I remember is when I released my book as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Hey,
back in
that might be where
yeah.
I release mine. I don't know yet.
Hey, making a bit of it, yeah.
Yeah,
I think even as well, and not just that, I still got my lanyard, and because I was a VIP speaker, I still
yeah.
kept that. Yeah, that member.
I've got my 2 lanyards as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And, it's one of the proudest moments, really.
It is, isn't
Like,
it?
Gary has asked us twice to speak there, and
Yeah,
I'm really honoured to have been asked, to be fair. I
exactly.
really enjoyed it, and I had to do a different speech this second time. The first one was about a spirit who basically I've encountered in like 3 locations in Nottingham. And
Yeah,
I sort of did that and mentioned a bit about locations. But after that, I found out that he was actually linked to my past life in the 1800s. So that was just a tiny snippet of actually the full story, which, since then there's just more and more come to light, and it's kind of finished now. I've solved it all, and it's just a crazy story, and but the people with me at the time, the people who have encountered this spirit getting close to me, including at one of Gary's events. I was at the National Justice Museum, and that particular spirit was with me at that time. And I got marched out of the building because he got a bit close. But and I mentioned the story of him out of Derby Jail once again when I was with Gary, because he did a prison. They did 3 locations: Derby Jail, Ashwell Prison, and the National Justice Museum with Brian J. Kano. And that was a fabulous weekend. It really was. And to investigate with Brian, is great. It was a great laugh. But yeah. And, it's great to learn things from different people as well.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone's got their little unique quirks.
that's right. Yeah, and you know what I did learn from him. He does use phone apps,
Yeah,
but then he asks for it to specifically say something to validate.
yeah, yeah,
So, you know, he tries to get the validation before, you know, the rest of it comes out because you can't always tell with the apps what the word, you know, depending what
yeah.
app you use. But yeah, if you can get that validation and you're there, aren't you?
That's true. That's right.
And it's just so fascinating and you know, the experience you have with the people around you who, you know, they witness it at the same time. I was at Matlock Pavilion. God, last Friday. That was my booking, and Gary Fields came along, and the things we were picking up then, you know, it was brilliant, and what we experienced between us, and it's just so amazing. But yeah, I just do. I love what I do with like-minded people. You know, I've met all of. I haven't met Helena yet. I just hope to meet Helena. We've had a couple of times we've nearly met up, but things change. But I'm sure we will actually meet up sometime. But yeah.
I've got people want to meet me, and God knows why.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, but you know there are people on your Facebook you do want to meet.
Oh
Like,
yeah, if you have met me, I do apologise.
oh, bless you. Yeah, I think everyone again apart from Helena's met you.
Yeah.
That's it because we've met. Where's Gary and
Yeah,
yeah.
we have. Yes, I must have. I'm nothing special though.
Yeah, I'd love to go to that location. So yeah, it sounds really special. So, but I can't go anywhere this year now because of the kennels and the dog. So he's booked in kennels for the 2 pound meets, and then at the moment I'm being careful next year because I kind of like last year I was really on about going to Romania.
Yeah,
And my mate will go with me, but I haven't got a passport yet. So
it's a
maybe,
big. Yeah, you might need one of them.
yeah, I need it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
like, if I get one, I need to start going. You know what I mean? So there's no point just getting a passport for one visit of 2 days, is there?
that's true. I remember years ago, you used to be able to get yearly passports.
God, yeah, you did. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, the white ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow. Yeah,
done that the other
mine
day.
ran out ages ago now. So yeah, but you know, Romania is a good price. You
Mm,
know, 200 to 300 quid for like a tour and stuff to the castle
yeah,
and a flight. So yeah, it's good. And I need to sort that because you know, it looks a stunning place, doesn't it? Just to say you've been. Don't it looks creepy. Oh
the thing
bless
about
you. Yeah.
yeah, because
Send you
it's not
north.
just the fact it's creepy; it's history as well, isn't it? So
Oh yeah, so yeah, Elena, I'd like to read that book because Helena has got spirits all around her.
yeah,
She really has. So it's fascinating. You know, it's a different world. Like I did speak to Helena on one of the chats, and Helena, when she used to drive, something would walk in front of the road and it's spirit, but she could see them. And then
yeah,
it's like, well, how do you know it's not a person? So
yeah.
it
They
got to the
differentiate
stage where
between them.
she's
Yeah,
kind of stopped driving because
yeah.
it's kind of a scary experience, isn't it?
I
Slamming
mean,
your
well,
ankle
yeah.
because
How
you
do you
see something.
differentiate between a real person and a spirit person if they look solid? Yeah,
Yeah, if you're used to seeing them as physical beings ish,
yeah, yeah,
then
yeah,
how you know? And I spoke to somebody else on here, and they had the same issue where something walked out on them, and it was a spirit. And it's like
yeah.
it's madness, isn't it? I think the
I've
weird.
been I've been
I had
told a
a
few years. Yeah, I've been told a few years back. I've actually seen spirit, but to me, they look normal, so I couldn't tell.
oh wow,
Yeah, so I wouldn't have if I walked past them in the street, I would not know. Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
yeah. But we wouldn't know. You know,
Yeah.
like if aliens are amongst us, we wouldn't know.
They
You
run, they
know,
run, they run the country, don't they, at moments?
oh, Yeah. Yeah. Independence Day, eh? July the 5th.
I'll vote for aliens.
Oh God, I don't know. Yeah, it's a nightmare, isn't it?
It is.
I think UK, a lot of us are not going to have a clue to vote for. It's
No, we haven't got a cat in the house chance, have we? Some decent.
no. Like I've seen who's standing our area. I know what I think of the current one,
Yeah.
and I've seen another one, public speaking. It's like, oh my God, you'd have no confidence in them whatsoever. So
I jokingly said a few years back I might go into politics and create my own party, my spirit party, a paranormal
yeah,
party.
why not? It's a shame that Lord Such isn't still around. Well, he might be.
You never know. He'd change it. Just wear a dustbin now.
Yeah, he passed away, didn't he? I think.
Yeah. It's
So he might.
Monster Raving Loony Party.
Yeah, but if one of them was standing in my area, I'd probably go for him.
Yeah, I think
know,
I think most people would.
yeah, So it's just mad, isn't it?
Because at the moment we go back in time, haven't we? It's like the old Victorian days again.
Oh, it's shocking.
The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer.
I think the food prices.
It's
It
horrendous.
hurts.
I know.
For like ages, like a bottle of wine was like £4, approaching £5, and all of a sudden it jumped to £7. And that's just for one of the cheapest bottles. And it's like, well, where the hell?
It's like your essential foods, your bread, your milk, and stuff like that. I mean, it's.
£1.60 for a loaf of bread.
I know it's ridiculous. Go to a petrol station, it's even more.
Yeah.
It's crazy. The big thing about it is that we're getting away with it, and it's. I mean, when I was growing up, I'm sure it was like 12 pence a loaf of bread.
Well, that was it, because like I really struggled financially. About 2010, and back in those days, you could get a can of beans for 8p.
Yeah.
So you got cheap bread, and you could have beans on toast, and it cost you like less than 50p, and it was fun. You had food. But now, if you've got no
Tell you what,
money,
I remember when I was at school, high school, and being a Yorkshireman, this is what I had a chip butty and a can of
yeah,
cherry coke for 50p.
yeah.
Yeah, and you can't get a can of coke for 50p these days.
I don't even know how much they are now.
What a foggiest. A chip
I
butty
know.
these days is probably looking about nearly £3.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. I bought a sausage last night.
What
Yeah,
sausage? One sausage.
yeah, I know.
I thought we were packs of sausages.
I bought one sausage. It was a big one. What can I
Oh yeah.
say?
Don't let Wesley about talk about sausages. He'll
I
come at
know
you.
it's gone. It's gone. And we're talking about sausages. So I went to drama. Then went to the pub after, and I just got a sausage and was gonna have share it with the dog, and just do a sausage sandwich just for supper because I was hungry. Just so I got it, and like £2 for sausage.
Sausage.
£2 for a battered sausage. Like, really? And like everyone were moaning when chips went more than £1, didn't they? Oh,
Gary's
he's gone. He's
comment.
back. He's
Filled a
coming.
jag for 50p.
My God. I remember when petrol was 70p a gallon.
When I started riding when I had bikes, it was 79.9p a litre.
Gallon or litre?
A litre at the time. Yeah.
Litre.
Yeah.
I remember when it's 70p a gallon.
Eesh.
I know.
Basically,
Because Mum and Dad used to drive to the coast every weekend.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I remember it being 70p.
It's funny
And then
because
they
I
used
used
to
to.
put it up in a budget by 2p a gallon.
Yeah.
But now they do it about 3p a litre, which is like 20p a gallon or something.
And then you get people who drive 5 miles to a different petrol station because it's 2p cheaper. But we're not gaining.
Yeah. And I remember when sweets were half a penny each.
Mojo's.
Blackjack's, fruit salad,
And Mojo.
aniseed balls.
10p mix up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. I put a bit about that in the book We used to go
Yeah.
to the sweet shop and right near the church, so it's like bribery. So you
We
used to
used
get a little paper bag and you used to get your little 20 sweets for
because I remember
10p.
my dad, he used to send me to Pontefract every weekend, Saturdays for green sports paper, and he used to give me 10p for a mix up every Saturday.
Yeah,
And then
we
go to the
did.
local sweet shop, get a 10p mix up. I was well happy.
Yeah, that's what we did because we had to go to church, kind of.
Yeah.
And yeah, the shop was right opposite church, so we got some sweets, so it kept us going afterwards, didn't it?
Fruit salads, eh?
Fruit salad, yeah. You
Yeah.
can
We still
still
do
get
them.
them though.
Yes, I can still get blackjacks.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
not. They're a bit more. They're not a penny anymore, are they?
Not more. It's like Freddo's.
I do like Freddos though. They're so tiny, aren't they?
Curly
Oh,
Whirlies as well. They've
yeah.
shrunk.
Oh my curly whirlies as well. When
Yeah,
you
they're
used to
massive.
get
They're like little ladders.
yeah when you got your selection boxes when we were kids, they were
Yeah.
huge,
Do
and
you
the chocolate
remember?
bars, the curly
I remember.
whirlies were massive.
Yeah. Do you remember Toffos?
Oh God, yeah,
And you just get
yeah.
them flavoured ones as well.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
didn't know about
Yeah,
them.
the mint ones, banana ones, strawberry ones in the same packet.
Oh, didn't know them.
Yeah, flavoured ones. I wish I did them again. Spangles, they disappeared.
Oh, Spangles, my God. Yeah. But it was good though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just get
mean,
your little bag of sweets.
kids these days, what have memories like we have?
No, and it's all different, isn't it?
It is.
We didn't have chocolate much though, did we? We used to go for the
No,
sweets.
it was a sweet thing, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
They were more sweet. I've gone savoury. I must admit, at my older age, I've gone more savoury.
Oh God, yeah, I like
Yeah,
savoury.
yeah.
But
But I like citrus as well. I love it
all
sour
right.
type. I like lemon. I can eat lemons raw. I like limes. I like oranges. Yeah.
Yeah, once you get in with gin and stuff.
Get a bite into a lemon. Oh yeah. Mm.
Oh, fab ice creams, yeah.
I remember Fabs.
Yeah.
You remember mini milks?
Yes, of course. Yeah. They were cool. Oh, what? Citron polos. Citrus polos.
It's
I
just
had the
polos.
fruit ones, but not citrus.
I remember fruity polos. Yes.
Yeah. Interesting. But yeah. So
Pardon.
hope
Pardon.
everyone's all right.
Ectoplasm.
You're in the right place for it, aren't you? Sounds
No.
really. Yeah, you created your own
I
there.
just slide myself.
Bless you. Right, I think we'll call it a night anyway, but thanks for watching and
Yeah, and same time next month.
yeah, take care everyone and
Yeah, have a good evening. Stay safe. Stay spooky.
citrus polos are bright green. You.
Huh? I don't
You.
remember ones.
Really?
Uh,
I don't know. All right then. On that note.
yeah. Good night
Night.
all. Good night
Take
all.
care.
Take care.
Bye.